What's up, y'all? We're out here at the range again doing some more testing. Y'all can see our old familiar friend, the jelly contraption. Got a Chrono, got 2 newly melted blocks of gel, no marks in them at all yet. We're doing some really interesting stuff here today that was sent to us by JP. I'm just going to use his initials, I ain't going to use his whole name, but JP sent me some really interesting rounds here. We got some 223 Remington 62 grain National Police Ammo HELO rounds. These are, like I say, 62 grain 223. These are actually a solid copper, solid machined copper hollow point round. So these are not frangible. They're not made to break up. These are actually hollow points that are made to expand. Y'all can see solid copper hollow point round in them. It's got a black oxide coating, supposed to help prevent any kind of copper fouling in your barrel. Supposed to be some really impressive rounds, so we're gonna check them out, see what we got. Y'all know how we always do. We're gonna chrono them, then we're gonna sit them into the gel. Now I'm gonna try these out of a 16.5 inch AR and a 10.5 inch AR, so we're gonna see the difference in both of them. So let me get y'all set up and let's get at it. All right, y'all, let's see what kind of speed we're getting out of these bad boys. We're gonna start with the 16.5 inch AR on them. Gonna run just a couple of rounds unless we get some kind of funny reading, then we'll run some more of them, but I don't wanna waste too much of these nice rounds up, so let's see what we're getting with a 16.5 inch on the speed, on the helos. 29.97 and 29.78. So we're gonna call it with the 2 rounds there. Let's get a 2 round average, see what we're looking at. All right, so the 2 round average on the 16.5 inch AR was 2,987 feet per second. So let's switch over to the 10.5 and see what we're looking at. All right, here we go with the 10.5 on this one. I ain't really got too much time on this site as far as dialing in, so I hope we good enough where we don't blast the chronograph, but we'll see. So, and plus it's got this blast can on the front, so I hope that don't interfere with this chrono reading right, but we'll check it out and see. So here we go, 10.5 inch. Let's see what she's got. 26.65 and 26.32. So it was definitely a little slower. Let's check it out and see what the average is and remember what that first one was. All right, so the 2 round average out of the 10.5 AR was 26.48, and if you remember, the 16.5 was 29.87. So about what? About 340 feet per second difference. So that's a pretty significant difference. So let's see what that equates to on the gel. Let me get this out of the way, and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, we're gonna start the jelly out with the 10.5. I'm most unsure about the sighting on this one, so wherever this one lands at, I can adjust with that other, the 16.5. I'm pretty confident in that one being sighted in perfect. So let's see what we can get with this 10.5, y'all, with the helo rounds on the jelly. Here we go. All right, look like a good hit. Let's go down there and see what happened. All right, good clean hit on that one. It wanted to start to curve out. It just barely stayed in, but we caught it down there. I put a couple of towels in the sheet behind at the back of this one because maybe this one being faster will make it open and not go quite as far, but then again, it could go further, so I definitely want to make sure we catch it. But what I'm seeing right now is nasty down there. Y'all can probably see already, so let's see what the 16.5 does. I don't know if I want to put it above that or to the side. Probably to the side. Well, I don't know. Maybe above it. Let's see what we get. Man, I think I hit almost the exact same wound track on that. Let me go see what it looks like. All right, y'all, I put that almost in the exact same daggone hole. So we're going to do another one. I did catch the projectile, but I want to see where it stops in the gel. It actually came out the side right there, and I caught it in that towel. So let's do one more. I'm trying to be conservative and use this gel for another test, so I wanted to put above it so I'll have that extra space. But let me just go to the left of it. Here we go, y'all. There we go. That was definitely a good hit. We should still be able to tell the kind of action we got going on from the still picture. So let's go down here and let's check that stuff out. All right, y'all, we got some nasty stuff going on here. Y'all saw both of them go in. I'll be honest with you, they look almost identical between the 10.5 and the 16.5. You can barely tell any difference. Now, that 10.5 is all muddled in the back. The 10.5 and that first 16.5 is stacked on each other, but you can go back and look at the still shot or the full view when I did that first 10.5. and you'll be able to see it's identical to this. Really, there's virtually no difference. As far as the penetration, pretty much identical there too. The 10.5 went at about 26 3/4, 16.5 maybe 26 and I mean it's 5/8 maybe, virtually the same, maybe an 1/8 of an inch shorter on the 16.5, and that's you know, that could just be coincidence. So they perform almost identical, and they both performed absolutely amazing. That first 16.5, like I say, I was trying to keep it over there, and y'all can see I actually recovered that projectile. The towel stopped it, and it looks awesome, y'all. I mean, look at the expansion on that. That's crazy, huh? That is pretty crazy. That's a solid copper projectile getting that kind of expansion. Pretty nasty stuff right there. Let me give y'all an overhead view. You see a little bit better. So this is the 16.5. Now this is the 10.5 and the 16, so it's misleading, but they're virtually identical. If you look at this one and then refer back a little bit in the video to that first 10.5, I mean, they're pretty much identical. Really nice wound action. Both of them opened up, stopped almost at the exact same position there. Really nice stuff. This is some good ammo right here, y'all. Let me pull those other two projectiles out real quick. All right, y'all, I got the other two pulled out. These over here are the 16.5s. This is the 10.5. There's virtually no difference in these. Now, I will say it may be hard to pick up on this camera. Well, actually, you can probably pick it up. The 16.5s definitely did mushroom out more. You can probably see that. You can see how much of the actual solid piece of the round is left versus the mushroom parts. So the 16s did mushroom out a little bit more. But that being said, this 10-inch was definitely very effective too. It's going to be hard to, like I said, it's going to be hard to pick this up. Here we go. I think y'all can tell that's the 10.5. These are the 16.5s. So you can tell, see how it's shorter. The 16.5 are shorter where that top mushroom back more. So these are some nasty little rounds, y'all. I would say no matter what length barrel. Now, look, 16.5 definitely performed a little better for sure, but that 10.5 is no slouch either. Really nasty little rounds. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about these things. Nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty stuff. All right, y'all, another jelly test down. This is the first 223 we've done, so pretty interesting stuff. Definitely a lot of damage right there. I mean, a lot of damage, which, you know, you would expect that. The National Police Ammunition HELO rounds, the solid copper expanding hollow points. Very interesting little rounds, very potent little rounds for sure. Appreciate JP again for sending these to us. These were some interesting rounds. So what do y'all think about these things? They seem to perform just exactly like they're supposed to. I mean, they opened up perfectly, held their weight, great penetration. I think they're supposed to be barrier blind, so we're going to be doing some barrier testing on some of these coming up soon too, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what y'all think about these rounds. Have anybody out there used these before? Have you seen these before? What do you think about them? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up if you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I got more tests on these things coming very soon, so you don't want to miss those. Check my Amazon affiliate storefront down in the description like I always ask you. You do your shopping through Amazon, it don't cost you a penny, and we do get a kickback from Amazon towards the channel, so that does help out some, so I appreciate y'all who've been doing that. Appreciate all my Range Gang members for hitting that join button down there. Appreciate each and every one of y'all who watches these videos. Again, stay tuned for many more of these tests to come, the gel testing, more more tests on this specific ammunition and a whole lot more to come. So in the meantime, y'all stay safe, stay prepared. We'll see you soon.